It's finished at the Etihad. Man City 3, Manchester United 1, which means they've done a double over us. We took the lead in the first half via an absolute thunderbolt, instinctive strike by Rashford. And that will do his confidence the world of good. It's worth noting, however, he did sod all during the rest of the game. So basically, it was a one-moment wonder from Rashford. And I'll get on to Rashford later with the interview he gave this week. And I've got a lot to say about that. Point out the hypocrisy of the far top Reds from Manchester. But we'll get on to that in a moment. I thought Man City in the first half were toothless. I thought they were awful. We kept them at arm's length. Then Phil Foden happened in the second half and the game completely turned on its head. And they didn't look back after that. You know, we let them off the hook. And then they just come into their own. They delivered, they performed, they showed personality, charisma, while we just folded like a deck of cards. We just couldn't get back into the match once the equaliser went in. We lost fair and square. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. It was never a penalty on Garnacho. Okay? It was never a foul on Rashford. Rashford is the shot of a disgrace, just like he has been this season. Okay? He went down like a fairy. He went down like a girl. Walker did very well. It was never a foul. It's supposed to be a contact sport. Right? And if you think that was a foul, you have a lack of knowledge about football and a lack of knowledge about the game of football. Eh? So there you go. How about that? Man City second half ran riot. And now we've got a -2 goal difference. So we're back to minus again. You know? We do have a 4-point cushion over Newcastle, which is important. But I don't mind losing this match because I don't want Liverpool to once again do what they couldn't do 30 years previously. I'm still getting over what they did before. It hurt so much and it continues to hurt. And I can't have that again. So I need Man City to win this league. I don't trust Arsenal. I think Arsenal will fall away like in previous years. They're not a threat to anybody. They're having their moment in the sun, but I don't think they're going to accumulate enough points to go above City and Liverpool. I don't see that happening. So I need City to win the league. You won't hear that on the far top red channel, but you hear it on here. Because I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And I don't mince my words. And I don't sugarcoat them either. And I don't follow the herd. If you follow the herd, then you're just a sheep. And I'm not a sheep. So I'm not going to go in too hard on the players. Because they don't deserve it in terms of that. So yeah, we lost. And we got Everton next. So we need to make sure we put the wrongs right by winning at Old Trafford at the weekend. Because it's very important we do that. Even though Everton are, fighting for their lives down the bottom, and it looks like they're going to lose more points despite getting some back. Now on to Rashford. As a British citizen, he has every single right, in a democracy, whatever that is anymore, to defend himself if he has been treated wrongly. But I think he's had fair criticism throughout this season. Scoring the Manchester derby doesn't make up for the lack of energy, his shambolic body language when he's on the pitch. He doesn't want it enough. He's only scored a minimal amount of goals outside the area. That was individual brilliance that put us in front via Rashford, because we've been getting away with individual brilliance for years upon years, and I get really frustrated with that. He showed no personality, no charisma. But he's only happy to come and collect his wages every single week. He's been nothing short of a disgrace, and nobody can tell me with a straight face that Rashford doesn't deserve the criticism. Because he does. He's been horrible this season. And I would get rid of him. I said I don't want him to sign a new contract, and I was right. He shouldn't have signed a new contract. So if Real Madrid, you're going for Mbappe, and PSG get loads of money for him, they'll get Rashford, we can get rid of him, and then build from there. In a couple of months' time, it'll be 11 years since we last won the league title. And that's a disgrace. And that should never happen. Every time he pull on a Man United shirt, he performs as a microscope. And Rashford will do well to remember that. He's caused nothing but trouble this season. He's been ill-disciplined. His antics have annoyed me. Going on a piss-up in Belfast. And he's been treated, fairly in my eyes. And I will not take any lectures from the far top reds from Manchester. The left love to shut down debate by calling people all the names under the sun. Let me just put this out there for you, Tubby. And just because you're in the army doesn't mean I have to respect you. And maybe in the near future you should shut your big fat trap and concentrate on your own self. For you to trivialise racism, you are a disgrace. Slander and defamation. You ever heard of those words? If you haven't, and you don't know the definition of the word, then maybe you should go and check it out. Do a little bit of research for a change, yeah? Okay? Because you're cheeking the audacity to point the finger. Though, as someone else said before, point fingers in one direction, they'll point back at you. Okay? And for you to trivialise racism, you're equally, if not worse, than the actual racists themselves. Because you have got form for it, haven't you? You have got a checkered past. Let's not forget what you did about Ashley Young. I know the t-shirt you were wearing. I know you had this picture on a white t-shirt, by the way, in the middle. So if your mates want to play judge and jury and have a go at other people, then maybe you should look in the mirror. Because you're in no position to question anybody's judgment. Okay? We know you're a xenophobe because what you said while pissed out of your skull on a live stream between Man United and Villarreal. We all know what you are, lad. I know you were spat when Ashley Young's name was mentioned. So how about you keep on shutting your mouth and concentrate on yourself? Because your checkered past is as long as my arm. And you do well to remember that. I'm still looking for those Ugg boots, by the way. Obviously, not new Ugg boots that are sewed on. I wonder where I can get one of those from. Or a pair. And it's on a postcard. So shut your fucking mouth. Just because Rashford's your bum chum. If you love Rashford so much, go and fucking marry him. If you love him so much. And that's all I've got to say.